right. Just getting everything pulled up here. Okay. So, today, good morning, everyone. Today is January 30th. It's PPI. We had PPI come out, what, 34 minutes ago? Also, sorry it took me so long to get on the charts. My computer was restarting. We've got some good data high and data lows. We got a data low here, data high here. It's been a while since I've seen like really good data highs and data lows, and wow, this is like really good. About as textbook as the data lows and data highs get. So yeah, I'm watching these. I'm watching, are we going to take one side and then deliver to the other side? But yeah, amazing data high, data low here. So definitely looking at this. Maybe we get a one setup for life. This is pretty textbook here. And yeah, that's my immediate first thought getting on the charts, is we obviously have a PPI Newswick. So, hey, what up? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Look, how do you say your name? Locks? I was gonna say Lucas, but I don't think that's right. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully, we can get a good trade. We're gonna look around, see what we can figure out about today. And yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, good morning, Snowman. How's it going, guys? Good to see you guys. Yeah, it took a while for my computer to get started up. It was being weird. I had to restart it. But sweet. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get a decent trade today at least. So yeah, obviously we have data high, data low. It's also the hourly high and hourly low. We could take a step back and kind of like look around a little bit. Let's figure out what draws and liquidity besides data high and data low that we have. We obviously have Asian highs, London lows. So these are things to consider. So Asian highs, London lows. What are you guys thinking for today? I want to hear your thoughts. I think a pretty simple way to do things is in the morning is just to start marking out draws and liquidity. And I think in the past I've overcomplicated it. Like, I don't know. I think just marking out draws and liquidity is kind of nice. A nice way to do things. Overnight gap. Okay, let's check this. So we're gonna have an overnight gap. So the closing price was 982. Oh, we're gonna have a massive overnight gap to the upside. 982 was the close. So boom, boom. Yeah, so not necessarily massive, but we will have an overnight gap to the upside here. So something to consider. Still need to get more information here. Like, might want to go on the higher time frame and look at the higher time frame chart. Then again, I don't really want to overcomplicate things, but yeah, let me just get rid of everything. I'll bring it back. Yeah, I still think it's somewhat unclear higher time frame wise. Like, it still just seems chopping back and forth, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, let's turn on SMTs. Let's find true opens. We have a bullish SMT with that low. Interesting, we got true weak open here. We got, what's this, midnight? So they're about the same. And then we got 7:30 here. Yeah, I'm probably watching these data highs and data lows. I'm going to see kind of how the market interacts with those. Yeah, right now it's a little bit of a consolidation, so I'm going to be waiting until probably around market open. Let's check like 1 hour gaps and stuff. We obviously are in a 1 hour fair value gap right here. What are you guys all thinking? Yeah, we're in a 1 hour fair value gap. Kind of looks like that 1 hour candle did respect it. And maybe you could make the argument London made low of the day. Yeah, we were below midnight and we had a manipulation leg here, so maybe accumulation, manipulation. Yeah, we're below 130. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe London made low of the day here. We had a 15-minute like a BPR here. Just getting information. Oh, we respected a new day opening gap. Yeah, to me this kind of feels like a buy model to continue up to Asia high and data high. Maybe we need to sweep the data low first though, but maybe not. But today looks like it has potential. Like, there are days I'll come on the charts and I'll be like, oh, wow, I don't think today has potential. Like, we obviously already had the move. Today, it feels like today has potential. Like, I feel like we have not really got the move yet. It feels like coming onto the charts today, like, there's gonna be opportunity, you know? And I like that. I always like coming onto the charts knowing, like there's good, like I'm feeling good about opportunity today, you know. I always like that. We might just go straight up here. What are you guys all thinking? Let me know. I'm kind of thinking we're gonna go from this 1 hour gap to go fill the RTH gap. And reason being is looks like a kind of like if I look at London session, it looks like, okay, London made low, made a low, made low the day, so I'm expecting New York to continue. That's pretty textbook, and it's also just a with giant 1 hour order block, 1 hour for value gap, like a 15-minute change to delivery. Like, this is just a giant order block, and so then I'm thinking we continue to Asia high and an RTH gap. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Now maybe, yeah, we'll just have to see. I mean, and we also inverse this 2 hour. Yeah, look at the 2 hour IFG here, right? We inverse this 2 hour for value gap. Yeah, man, I think you got to be bullish here, but that's just me. So, okay, if we're gonna be bullish, session manipulation levels right here. Session distribution levels all the way up there. Yeah, it kind of all makes sense and fits together. We even have that bullish SMT there. So, okay, now I'm just gonna be watching the lower time frame charts. We might need to come down to this area, like to this New York manipulation level. Any first limit for value gaps? we got a PM one right here. So there might be a short off of this PM first center for value gap actually, but I don't know if I'll take it, but I am, because I want to see one of the data high or data lows get taken, and I'm low-key bullish, but I am observing this, right? This is a possible short off of this PM first center for value gap. I'm aware of it. Because why? Because, well, it just needs to, what needs to happen is we need to get an obvious. Do you care about news? Yeah, we already had news. It's right here. See? There's the news high, there's the news low. So this could deliver us lower, but we might need to sweep it and then create a new one. So we'll see. Yeah, I definitely care about news. It's one of the most important things. I mean, this is a huge news wick, so. So yeah, right now we're just consolidating. Like I said though, it might just go up here. It's possible, because I do think the bias is bullish. I do think we will go higher, like period. I think we will go higher eventually. Like at some point today we're gonna go higher. Clip that if you want, but I do think we will go higher today. Whether it's a manipulation first or, yeah, like we will, like at some point today, very likely we will go higher. That's my thoughts. So yeah, we're just kind of, so for anyone who's just now getting here or watching, we're just kind of just watching and waiting for something obvious. As I was saying, the low time frame is kind of consolidating. So we got the data low here, we got the data high. We are holding kind of like back and forth with this first presented for value gap from yesterday's PM session. Yeah, from yesterday's PM session. And in general, the higher time frame is we're holding this 1 hour gap. I would that's what it's kind of looking like to me, right? So yeah, it is a high time frame weekly consolidation. Okay, hang on guys. I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, like I can know we can go higher. It's just like, I don't know. It's about getting that entry, you know? That's the hard part. We might actually be getting a 15-second first strike. Nah, it's not really looking like it. We're just consolidating right now. That's the reality of it. Like I said, it's possible this, you know, this 15-second change in state delivery holds price to deliver it lower. But it's also possible we need to sweep the high, right? This is just, there's just different possibilities. What does my entry look like? I have lots of different ways to enter, right? Honestly, looks like we'll probably run to the data low at this point with the way the market's holding this. So like something like this. So this may hold right here, and then we go down off of this first center for value gap. We go down 2 and then 3 and then 4. But once again, I'm bullish. So, and the other thing is, it might need to sweep out the highs and then get a new change of state delivery. Hey, what up, Dan? How's it going? Donkey. Donkey Korg. That's great, bro. Good to see you. Right now, we're consolidating. So here's my thoughts so far. We're trapped between the high and the low of PPI. We're in this consolidation. So we kind of just need to essentially wait for us to, start to break in one way, and then we'll probably trade it the other way. Right now, it's consolidating. I was saying that it's possible that since we got a change state delivery off this gap, we could run to the data low here. But like I said, I'm not gonna trade that personally. I'm just watching. I'm a market observer. I'm waiting for the market to show its hand to me, and then for me to act upon that. What would be super nice, and I think probably the most textbook situation, would be taking out the data low and then running to the data high. But I don't know if we'll get that. That's kind of like me hoping for a dream scenario. But in general, higher time frame, I could see us expanding to the upside. So what time is it? We got 3 minutes till market open. This is gonna be fun. So once again, like I was saying, you guys see how the market was interacting with this first center for value gap, and then the change state delivery. Now the problem when it's like this is sometimes you need to come back up and sweep out the highs again, and then form a new change state delivery. So that's the issue. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Let's see what happens at market open. We formed bullish SMTs now. It's possible. This is why I'm not taking trades, because basically, any time we kind of leave this consolidation, we ricochet back into it, and you can see that's exactly what's happening here. So we're just watching and waiting. Once again, nothing's obvious here. The market, when it's obvious, it's gonna be obvious. Exactly. Asia high looks juicy. Data high. I'm thinking we need to fill. This RTH gap looks juicy as well. And then expanding to the session statistical distribution level. I think that's probably where we're gonna likely trend to for the day. We just got an outside bar on the 1 minute. Low key, that actually looks really nice. Like me, I don't know. I think we're consolidating still. I'm gonna do nothing. But like, if this works out, then that's pretty cool. Maybe I should be taking it, but whatever. Y'all see the outside bar with SMT, right? Like, if this works out, that's cool and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's more consolidation right now. But it could work out. It very well could, and then we might go straight up to Asia high, and then I'm just an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. Nah, that was actually a good trade. I should have taken that. Nah, I gotta trust myself more. What the heck? I gotta trust myself more. Yeah, we called that though. We called that. Outside bar, you guys see that outside bar to the data high? Now, I probably would have just taken profit at the data, or at least I would have trailed. Once we hit the data high, I would have trailed. I'd probably be out for like what? I would have trailed this, and I would have been out for like 2R. Realistically, if I had taken it. So, I would have trailed this, and I would have been out for 2R. I still think bias is bullish. We might just rip. We might just rip up still. But maybe we need to come back to the data low. I mean, this is kind of a dodgy one set up for life, huh? We take the data high and then we run to the data low. Yeah, guys, this is going to inverse and then we might run down like this. It's hard because, you know, when I only got one opportunity a day, I don't want to waste it, right? But we definitely could run down after this. It's hard, guys. Oh, we just... Yo, this is Phoenix right here. This rejection block. You see that? You see, this very well possibly could hold, and then we continue higher. You see how we have a rejection block right below the true open? It's very possible that that holds. Very possible. You see, this is such a textbook Phoenix with this rejection block below the true open. Like, if I know it's on the 15-second, but still. Oh, it's on the 1 minute as well. Hey, actually, we got a pin bar there. Y'all, maybe I should take that pin bar. That pin bar, I should have taken that pin bar is nice right here. Up to I'm trying to make sure when I take a trade, it's obvious, you know. That's the issue. It's not easy. It's hard, guys. Anyone says easy is making stuff up. You know, it's not easy. We got like a 5-second IPG. That actually might play out. Yeah, I don't hate that. That actually, if I had seen this right on the close, I'd probably try that. That would have been nice. I didn't see it. If I had seen this on the close. Once again, I did not see it. I told you guys, what did I say about this rejection block? That was probably going to be Phoenix. And then what was it? It was Phoenix so far, right? You'll see this is textbook with rejection blocks. With true opens. We'll come super true open into a rejection block. So look. See how we have a rejection block there on the 1 minute? And then we tap into it with these SMTs below the rejection block. First time for value gap. Okay. If we get a 15 or 5-second change of state to the upside. All right, I'm gonna take this if we get it to the upside. We might need to go to maybe we'll go to the downside. Okay, I'm entering.
Order filled.
So I'm gonna be targeting 4 projections. Honestly, I could very well get stopped out here. It's not looking too good. Ah.
Stop filled.
I mean, okay. I kind of thought that was I thought that was fair game. We obviously had a 5 second, 15-second change of state to the upside off that first center for valley gap. I don't know. I don't hate it. I think it was okay. It's all good. I think it was okay. Oh, and now we got another inversion at the low here. Yeah, once again. Now we're inversing this. I don't want to rush too fast into a trade, but I'm still bullish. I think we go higher here still. Once again, I still think we're going higher. 15-second inverse here. Once again, I don't think that was terrible, but it's all good. I still think we're going higher. We're still interacting with this first center for value gap, and now we're respecting it again. So now we have a 15-second change state delivery here. I'm going to retake this. Same thing.
Order filled.
This one's a little better, in my opinion. Okay, when we hit Asia high, I'm going to go break even, and I'm going to target the RTH gap getting filled. Okay, I'll go break even. We're almost there. We're almost at Asia high. Did we hit it? Yeah, that's close enough. Well, maybe we didn't hit it. I guess we didn't hit it. We did not hit it yet. I'm not going to go break even until we hit it. Okay, I'm going break even, and now I'm targeting the RTH gap getting filled. Maybe that's too much, but nah, I think that's fair. $991. Come on, dude. No. Let's get some expansion here.
Stop filled.
Alright, break even. I might be targeting too far with my trades. Alright, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. I might be targeting too far. I think that was fine. Anyway, break even saved me there big time. Nah, I think it's okay. I'm gonna go and walk. I think I'm doing everything fine. I'm still bullish. The first trade was premature. The second trade was good. I could have just taken profit at Asia high though with that second trade. Well, no, I don't think I don't think that was terrible. This first trade. And I don't think the second trade was terrible either. I think they're both fine. In all honesty, I really do. Okay, now we have the data low. And the reality is I'm going to reflect on them, but as a trader, when I'm able to hit like 4 Rs, 2 Rs, 3 Rs, I don't care about a loss and a break even, so yeah, I could have taken profit at Asia high, but I think that it made sense that we could have gotten more expansion there, so I don't know. I think when you can hit those big wins, they cover all the losses and more. 15-second outside bar here if we get it with SMT. I'm going to take it. Nope. We did not get that. What is this? Midnight? 7:30? Non-major? What's a non-major? Yeah, there you go. See, I'm telling you guys, we're still bullish. Once again, now we have another first strike with SMT. I'm gonna put a limit order at 868. I don't think it will get filled, but you never know.
Order filled.
I'm going break even if we can take this high. Come on, yo. What are we doing? Go up, bro. So why didn't I get filled there? Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do this to me, bro. Come on. Oh. I should have had the TP right there. I messed up, but whatever. I had to have the TP right there. Bro, I had to have the Are you serious? No way. Dude.
Stop field.
I messed up the TP. I messed up the TP so bad, dude. Nah, I should have. So, that was my own mistake. That was my own mistake. I should have had the TP be. I should have had it be red in these bodies here, and I guess I had it just a little too far. I guess I had the TP just a little too far. That was sad, dude. That was sad. I'm not gonna lie, that was sad. I had the TP just barely too far. I was considering trying to do that trailing stop technique. That's why you saw me put a cell stop underneath it. But whatever. I still think we're going higher. We're interacting with the percent for value gap again. I don't know. I feel like I'm over trading, honestly. It is kind of frustrating though, because that should have hit TP and then I'd been done for the day. I'm not gonna lie, that is very frustrating. It does kind of feel like I'm over trading though. I mean, now at this point, only thing is bias is bullish. Like, I can tell. Nah, this is all forced at this point. Ugh. Dang it. Dang it. Maybe I just needed more patience or something. Yeah, we'll just be done. I think anything now is forced here. It's all good. We're gonna go higher off this inversion though. Or maybe not. Like, this just kind of looks high resistant. But maybe not. Actually, yeah, maybe this is more of a 2022 model, honestly. Yeah, actually, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna take this short. That might be a mistake, actually. Nope, I could have taken it. That was actually a good trade. That was actually a good trade. I knew it. Y'all see that? So we had a 15-second chain here. Guys, you gotta check this out. This was actually really clean. So we had bearish S&T with this 2022 for value gap, and then we had a 15-second change state delivery retest, and then we went lower. That was clean. I knew it. Oh man, so you guys know when you have that feeling and you just don't. Dang, that was actually super clean. We went below all the true opens here. I want to clean up the chart a little bit because it's kind of messy. There you go. Yeah, we're going higher now. Oh, we formed a new bullish bearish SMTs. Okay, maybe not. There you go. There's a. Okay, actually, that actually looks clean. I'm taking this inversion to the data low if it fills me on a retest.
Order filled.
We formed a new bullish SMT. Okay, I'm going break even. If this is break even, I'm done for the day.
Stop
I'm
filled.
done for the day, dude. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Whatever. I took too many trades. Alright. Hey, what up? How's it going? Sweat, Rof. Yeah, maybe overtraded. That's a lot of break evens. But I'll journal it. That's a lot of journaling for me, but whatever. At this point, I'm going to close out Tradeovate. I'm just going to be tape reading from now on. And yeah. Oh, man, that trade did not hit TP. That stupid trade. But you know what? It's all good. It's getting a little better every day. So I'm going to close out a Tradeovate now. It's all good. And now I am just going to be tape reading. So, okay. So basically one loss. How many trades? I took 4. 3 break evens. 1 loss. Alright. But yeah, I will come back. I'm just going to take a break. Dude, I knew we were bullish this whole time. I knew it. I knew we were... Oh my gosh. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take a little break here. And eventually, yeah, I'll journal the trades and stuff. But it's whatever. It's all good. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna be tape reading here now. Bro, we are consolidating like crazy. Wow. And then that ended up being high resistant, huh? Dang. At this point, guys, might just chill out, just be chilling. I might not do as much commentary. I do, but I just I do want to stay on the charts here. Nope, it's turning low resistant. Y'all see that Phoenix right there, right? You guys see this Phoenix? Like, off this rejection block? I mean, bias. This was actually a really good trade because Okay, bias is bullish. Okay, let's take a Phoenix when everyone least expects to be bullish. Yeah. That is one reason having a bias can be beneficial. But, you know, at the time it kind of looked like a sell model. You guys see that Phoenix, right? With a SMT here and an SMT here. All right. Yeah, now we're just tape reading. So if I see a trade, I'm just going to draw it out on the chart. Like this. This actually doesn't look bad. No, this is actually really good. Yo, wait, this is actually worth taking on the real account. Hold up. If we get this. We did not get it. Problem is RTH gap is above. Locust saying, I don't know. I mean, this is a... I mean, now at this point, I don't like it as much because we wicked into it. So I don't know. You're right. I do have a 2-loss max rule, so it's not like I can take infinite trades. Don't worry. I do have rules set. Like I can't take more than 2 losses in a session. So in case you're wondering, like where's the limit? That is the limit. In case you're wondering, it's unlimited break evens and wins though. Oh, you know what? Yeah. But yeah, in case anyone was wondering what my limit is, that's what it is. It's 2 losses in a session. But unlimited break evens and wins. Usually I stop after a win though. Or 2 wins. Dang. This could actually be second stage distribution though. Yeah, so it's not like I don't have rules. I do. I have rules. But yeah. I mean, when in doubt, trust the RTH gap for bias. This could end up being second stage distribution, meaning like you know, Phoenix model for, yeah, that's what it looks like, huh? Phoenix model 2022 gap, and then now a breaker and for value gap. Dang, bro, you guys see that? Here's 2022 entry, here's the Phoenix entry, and then here's the breaker and for value gap. Wait, I totally see this right now, actually. And then expand this to the RTH gap. If this candle closes with a good displacement. So I would not have entered yet. I'll tell you when I would enter. Like, you'll see how this is just generating itself, right? Unless it ends up high resistant. Yeah, if you are bearish, if you were to be bearish, this would be a good time. Like, it's hard to explain, but like, you're in premium relative to this entire consolidation. So, you know what I mean? If one was to be bearish. I just don't think I'm bearish. Okay, so right there, that would be the entry. That's clean. Well, never mind. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you're bearish, then shorts look very, very nice here. Oh, there you go. 1 minute change in state. That it's probably gonna take us lower. You want Monday's low? How far away is Monday's low? Monday's low? Monday? Where even is Monday? Oh, you mean the Sunday low? Dang. This actually looks like a pretty good trade. Valid. It just looks like AMD, like accumulation, high resistant liquidity, bearish SMTs, Phoenix model. You know what'll probably happen is we'll probably go, once we break the data low, we'll probably fall straight to London. That's probably what's gonna happen. But if I was to take this trade, I would take profit at the data low. Yeah, I would definitely say that the data low is a amazing target. I would just say data. Yeah. Oh, you're saying market open low. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's better, but I'd say data low. It could be seeking. You're right. Like we could end up running these lows. I would think though, this is the type of conditions where this little chunk of price action when we get below it, it's gonna start liquidating. You know, you ever get those vibes when you have like a drawn liquidity further out and then a huge chunk of liquidity, and then right when we get beneath it, you can just visually see everything getting liquidated. Like that's kind of how I'm feeling this is gonna turn out. It's very similar where drawn liquidity further out, chunk of liquidity. When we break below these lows, it's just gonna start liquidating, and then we're gonna start aggressively moving to the data low, and then eventually London. So we saw a little bit there. And now you can see there it is, right? There's more liquidation. Yep, there you go. Liquidations, liquidations, liquidations. This is exactly what I'm trying to get at. Like when there's a drawn liquidity like a data low like this, and then there's just a chunk of liquidity like this is rocket fuel to deliver us to the drawn liquidity. This is like so textbook. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. Where's the dodgy one setup for life though? I don't see that. But yeah, like I said, like this, you can literally just see the liquidations happening. People getting liquidated from this consolidation on our way to our data low. I don't see the one set up for life. I mean, I guess maybe this inversion right here. Are you talking about this? Yeah. And to be honest, if this was a real trade, I would have taken profit right as soon as that bullish SMT formed um because why if there's a bullish SMT forming, I don't want to be in the trade. So I would have taken profit right there. It's there. It's right here. W trade. Did I take that? Nah, I'm done for the day. I just took a whole bunch of break evens today. I wish I took it, but nah, I just tape read this. I took a loss too. I took a loss, one loss, and a whole bunch of break evens. Kind of overtraded a little bit, but it's whatever. I'm gonna journal it. It's all good. But I did tape read this. I mean, it was so obvious when we got that change state delivery. It was so obvious that what was your bias bullish? Uh, yeah, my bias was bullish. I mean, we had the RTH gap, Asian high. And, yeah. I mean, usually, when in doubt, trust the RTH gap. So, I have no regrets about that bullish bias besides maybe when we started consolidating, I should have been more open-minded. But y'all see how high resistance and low resistance liquidity kind of play a role in these markets, right? We have high resistant liquidity, and then it rejects us into low resistant liquidity. It's like a bowling ball getting thrown against a bouncy ball, right? The high resistant liquidity is the bowling ball. If you throw these two balls at each other, what's going to happen? The bowling ball is going to knock the bouncy ball like a million feet away. So this is the nature of these markets, is there's these different liquidity curves. There's low resistance ones, high resistance ones. Nice, Shaney. Nice. Yeah, guys, I might just end the stream early. I don't know. I'm not supposed to, but right now I'm trying to focus on consistency more than perfection, and I feel like a big issue with me is I haven't been consistent. So I think I might just what's it called? And you guys see why I took profit at when we got the SMT there, right? Because I know if we've taken all this liquidity when we haven't reached the data low and we form an SMT, you remember when I was saying all those liquidations were occurring, right? I could literally visually see those liquidations occurring. I know if we get an SMT there and we have taken all those, it's too choppy. It really is. I know if we got an SMT here and we've taken all the liquidity and all the people have already been liquidated, that's good. That's the trade's done. The trade's done. If there's an SMT, all the liquidations have already occurred. Like, the whole point of trading is to target liquidity. If all the liquidity has been taken, there's no more draw on liquidity. SMT forms, trade's done. Trade's done. So that's exactly why I would have taken profit when we got that SMT. And that's why having the SMT indicator is so helpful. But hopefully that makes sense, guys. You guys see what I'm talking about? Like, yes, you could be targeting the data low. That's all valid. But then once this bullish SMT forms and we've already ran all the actual liquidity, it's like imagining like throwing a ball up a hill. Eventually it's going to get to a point where it starts to slow down and slow down and slow down and then stop and start rolling backwards. And so that's kind of what's happening is you can kind of just see it. You can visually see it. Like, it ran these lows and then it slows down and we get this SMT and I'm like, okay, trade's done. But yeah. But you see how these liquidity curves kind of just play a role here. We had a bullish Phoenix here, bearish Phoenix here. Yeah, no, I need to stay on the charts my whole live trading window. I'm gonna stay in tape read until the end of it. I mean, I could take another trade because I still have that one trade left. Because I have max 2 losses in a day. Yeah, you know what? We'll have Trade of 8 open. If we get something else, then cool. But I probably won't take anything. And I think I should have been a little bit more conservative today. I think I did overtrade a little bit. Especially when I took a loss and then I wanted to immediately jump back in. I think that was a mistake. I think I should have gone on my normal 2-minute walk. And I didn't really right away. So I think there's some lessons to be learned. I think I gotta be able to be better at controlling myself right after I take loss or break even, because a lot of time I want to jump right back in and then I overtrade. So I think that's something that I need to work on. Yeah, it's looking like Seek and Destroy. Now we're getting a low time frame inversion here. Maybe finally this will be low resistance. Hey, where's that first presented for value gap again? Y'all remember that first presented for value gap? We very likely might use this here. We reinversed it here to the upside. So watch this, guys. We reinversed this to the upside. This might run us up. This is something that I backtested a little bit ago. Is watching how the market closes above and below the first presented for value gap, and then watch how we run liquidity. This is something that I've been backtesting a bit. And I would just consider this an inversion for value gap, even though it's not really. In my opinion, I would consider it to be one. And just watch how the market may or may not run liquidity here based off of our closure above this. I don't know if it will, but this is something I've seen before. And so you can see how we close above it, and now maybe we're starting to go around liquidity, but we'll see. It is kind of interesting though. Like, just literally just a closure above it will count as an inversion for value gap, even if it's been like however long later. So I would just consider this an IFG. I would consider this a first presented for value gap IFG as a trade. So that's something, that's a valuable lesson there, is like literally just closes through that old first presented for value gap is gonna count as IFGs. You can kind of see that happening right here, actually, right? Close through it, we ran liquidity. Close through it, we run liquidity. Now I wouldn't take this one because this is a terrible inversion. Would I ever take this inversion normally? No, but would I take this one? Yes. So yeah, it's all about context. Now you see how this high resistant liquidity very possibly is turning low resistance now, right? So this was high resistant. Now we have taken out the lows, coming up the right hand side of the curve. It's likely low resistance possibly now. But y'all see what I'm saying about this? Just like a simple closure above or below this old first presented for value gap is gonna count as a first presented for value gap inversion a lot of time. Like, even if you took this, even if you just took this to here, that's still 1.5 R. But likely we could go up and run this whole thing. Yeah, see what happened? We had a bearish S&T. Y'all see that? Now, we might still keep running liquidity, but it's just depending. And the problem is, right, like I said, this is only low resistance if the market decides that it's going to be low resistance. It's possible it's still high resistance. As you can see, that's what happened here so far. So dude, if this is still high resistance, that's crazy. But if it, we'll see. It's kind of just gonna, it could go either way, honestly. The power of your baby. Shaney, what do you think about that logic? My closure logic, treating any closure above or below as an inversion of that first center for value gap. Because that's something that I've been back testing, and I would just treat that as a first center for value gap inversion. Like in a certain context, it has to be the right context. But like for instance, this context, like this would be valid because we've now came down the left hand side of the curve, up the right hand side of the curve, and then we have a liquidity pool. So yeah, like I said, it could go either way because bearish S&T, if this is high resistance, we'll get rejected. If it's low resistance, we'll go run it. It kind of just depends on what the market wants to do here. I don't think either way is definite. I'm going to try and stick to the end of my live trading window here. Use a second redistribution of a mini market maker buy model. So second stage distribution. Yeah, so this is kind of what you're talking about. This is like second stage distribution of a market maker buy model. Because like, well, I don't know. Everyone calls it something different, but I call it second stage distribution, where basically you'll form the low. The low is either going to be like a Turtle Soup or a Phoenix model. Then you'll get a 2022 model. Now here we didn't really get an obvious one. But then you'll get a lot of time, you'll get the low resistance liquidity run on the right hand side of the curve. And I don't know, everyone calls it something different. I call it just a second stage distribution. But I don't know if that's the technical term. Yeah, everyone calls it something different. So second stage redistribution, second stage distribution. It's kind of just all the same. I call it second stage distribution. I need to make a video on that. But yeah. In my opinion, though, there's honestly 3 phases of distribution, in my opinion. Because you'll have, actually, no. Actually, we don't really start distributing until we get the 2022 model. Hey, there you go. So y'all see what I was talking about with this. So yeah, I actually get it now. First stage distribution starts at the 2022 fair value gap, and then second stage distribution starts at the breaker and the fair value gap to run low resistance liquidity. That was sick. That was a sick trade. What was that? 2.59? That was sweet. So I'm going to make a video on second stage distribution because I'm starting to understand it. So yeah, the way I understand it is second stage distribution is when you're already on the right hand side of the curve and you're running liquidity, kind of like this. But first stage distribution is going to be like when you get that lower entry off that 2022 gap. Yeah, this would be a market maker buy model, right? Because accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So what is second stage distribution explained versus first stage distribution? I'm going to put in brackets. I'm going to say first stage being 2022 model, second stage being when we run liquidity, when we run LRLR on the right hand side of the market maker model, and usually use a breaker and for value gap. But yeah. What was I thinking? Yeah, today is pretty hard. Today's pretty hard because like these conditions are not easy. Oh yeah, well, the other thing I was gonna say. The reason I say there's kind of 3 stages of distribution is because, well, it kind of depends, but you'll kind of like get the low formed at that rejection block. Like the actual low will be at the rejection block, and then we'll go to a fair value gap. Did I catch a 600-point drop? Man, you can go watch the live stream. I knew the bias. I called everything out that we were likely gonna go lower. I did not take it though, unfortunately. I actually don't mind this. Let's try this on the real account. Depends though if we don't get this inversion. Because it is seek and destroy today. 30-second inverse here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this.
Order filled.
Dude, am I stupid? Am I gonna get stopped out? I can't trade for real, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me. There we go. We got a closure. Bang. Okay, come on. Low key, you could target this consolidation. The reason I liked this was because the bearish SMTs and seek and destroy. Yeah, I'd actually say this low, this 832 low, is where I'm gonna target. I could take profit here. We just hit 2 projections.
Order filled.
Obviously, I could have targeted that low. I probably should have if I was just being a disciplined trader, but I don't know. I want to have a win. I wanted to have a win. I know I obviously could have I should have left it to go to this low, but I just want to win, dude. In all honesty, I just wanted to win. So sometimes you just let yourself take profit. In all honesty. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. With that, I'm gonna be done for the day, guys. I'm gonna be done. Made my $24. Kinda. It's still sim, but eventually I'm gonna go, to a live account. I do want some more time with the sim. I want to get this to, like 51,000 at least, and then eventually roll out the real account again. But okay, I think I'm gonna be done, guys. I think I'm gonna be done. So yeah, I'm gonna be done here. W day for me though. That's nice. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Obviously, I very well could have targeted that low, but it's whatever. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.